Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You is probably one of the more melodramatic of the romance anime I've watched in the winter 2025 anime season. About a year ago, approaching a year ago, as of this episode going live. It's a reverse harem that tries to do things with parallel narrative threads, one in the quote-unquote present, ostensibly a couple of years in the future, and one in the past. And it's also trying to do a COVID-19 pandemic story, with varying degrees of success. Our point of view character is Mizuno Nishino. In the present, she is a manga editor, but in the past, she was a high school student trying to get a romance manga published. She's also got a small harem of guys who are all her childhood friends and who are all varying degrees of in love with her, and at the start of the series, she's kind of oblivious. Over the course of these 12 episodes, as the characters come to realize the unfolding pandemic will cause various social changes to their dynamics, even though they're all kind of in the same neighborhood cul-de-sac sort of thing. The guys are also going to realize that they're going to have to hurry up and make their move. The good part is that Mizuno's reluctance to act, at least so far, isn't completely a case of, I feel for all of these guys, but I don't want to hurt them or metatextually piss off readers, so I'm not going to pick one. But instead, again, a degree of obliviousness, but not in the Baccarina, the densest substance known to man kind of way. That said, there are some moments where I could see the guys were overtly coming on to her, up to and including just trying to do some straight-up thirst trap tactics, like wandering around her with their shirts off to show off their muscular chests. There is a bit of the refusal to choose to preserve their friendship there, though, to the point where I wanted to leap into the anime with some Japanese translations of books on polyamory, like More Than Two, and leave them on Mizuno's desk. Probably the weirdly more jarring bit about the show, though, in hindsight, is how slow the onset of the pandemic feels. We get the swim team season canceled along with the festival, but everyone is still in class in the classroom. There are 6 people hanging out in Mizuno's bedroom. They're going on mall dates and not masking, and no one else in the mall is masking either, and everyone else is wandering around normally. And it's not like they're in Red State, USA either. It's also odd because this comes up in the flash-forward sequences as well. The girl who Mizuno is editing was a grade schooler during the pandemic, and she talks about how different their experiences were based on their age, the implication being that her social experiences were curtailed because she was doing remote learning. Now, maybe this will build up over the course of subsequent seasons, but within the context of what we have here, it's kind of head-scratching. I liked this series, and I'm going to watch season 2, but the manga's still going, and I'm a little concerned that this is going to mean things are just going to spin their wheels as we move into that second season. Honestly, I would not mind if they went on the poly, we live in a world with Google Calendar, reverse harem ending. Especially since I'm getting some vibes in this first season that some of the guys like each other, in addition to liking Mizuno. I'm not saying a poly relationship with all these characters wouldn't have drama. It still would, but it'd be a different drama, and it'd definitely be different than the who will they pick and will they even pick at all drama that we've had in all variety of harem and reverse harem and love triangle anime that we've had over decades. That's a drama horse that's been beaten to death and resurrected repeatedly until it ran out of constitution points and turned into dust. We'll have to see. I wouldn't mind if they took that route. If they took the poly route, it'd be so different. We had poly romantic comedy relationships in things like 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Like You and Girlfriend. Having it 10 in a more dramatic sense in a show like this, and not necessarily in the way like the manga We Started a Threesome handles it, where that's a ecchi manga. Like, having it in this way, we're like, okay, we're using this as a mechanism for narrative romantic storytelling and drama, and that sort of thing would be wonderful. In any case, Any Way I'm Falling in Love with You is currently available for streaming on Crunchyroll, and I'll have links to the show along with an affiliate link to where you can get the manga in the show notes below.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. And also consider backing my Patreon. Patreon backers get episodes up to 1 week early of this show and any future Let's Plays. Also, please consider backing my Ko-fi. Tossing me a few bucks also helps support the show, and it's not a monthly obligation or anything like that.